company coming to visit over the holidays. We have some quick ways that you can spruce up your home and make it comfortable but still look good. TAM Stone with TAM Stone Interiors shared some great ideas with us. Family room, living room. Mine are a disaster. I have a little boy, a dog, and a husband. So how does someone like me make their living room and family room look good for company?
Okay, well, I think that the main thing is you've probably spent some time, hopefully, decorating for the holidays.
Yes.
And kind of what happens at that point is you go, it looks beautiful. But it may not be practical when you start to add people into the room, because you've added a lot of stuff already, trees and everything. And so the thing to think about is don't be afraid to move your furnishings around to accommodate the number of guests that you're going to have, because you probably will need things like additional seating. You want to define space. And so to do this, oftentimes I'll trade out a coffee table for an ottoman. First of all, it allows you to really quickly throw clutter in it if it's a storage one, but also it adds additional seating in the room where people can sit and accumulate in a comfortable setting. I like to use things like area rugs, and so if you use something light and bright, it will lighten up the room. Again, you've got a lot of things in there that you don't normally have in there, so the space is a little bit tighter. By adding a lighter colored rug, it lightens up the space. And then the last thing is really looking at your lighting. We have Christmas lights and everything else around, but often our table lamps will be underscaled, and you need more lighting in the room. So I always scale up. I scale up in terms of the actual fixture itself as well as the wattage, and I like to put it on a rheostat or a dimmer so that you can adjust the lighting based upon what you're doing. If you're doing games or something like that with your company, or sitting down for cocktails or something in hors d'oeuvres.
When you say scale up, you mean go bigger?
Physically,
taller,
yes.
Bigger this way? Because the dilemma in my house is always you don't want something that takes up too much space,
right?
But you want it to be brighter.
Yeah.
So how do you kind of juggle that?
There's a fine medium, and usually I find when I go into prospective clients' homes that the light fixtures tend to be underscale for our homes today. So really literally trying a couple of shades. Sometimes you can keep the fixture the same, but trying a little bit bigger shade on it will actually change how the light diffuses through the room.
What about blankets and throw pillows? How does that help?
Yeah, well, this is kind of invest in the best. This is what people are really going to touch and feel. So have something that provides good lumbar support if they're sitting in a chair or something like that for a long period of time while you're wrapping presents and all that kind of stuff, and have really beautiful throws that are high quality. They're really small investments, but they're that tactile thing that you get to touch. Same thing for your hand towels in your bathroom, and quick fixes that could really update. We've talked about how brass is really in. You know, for a really small amount of money, you can change out a fixture, change out your cabinet knobs, and change the entire look of your bathroom in an hour or two.
Because you have said on previous segments we've done with you that nickel, that silver nickel look is kind of going out.
Yeah, it is. You know, right now we're kind of in the transition of you're seeing, you know, both together, but it's phasing one into the next. So I see much more brass, the warm tone metals, whether it's copper or brass. I'm seeing a lot more of it. So you can be really up to date and progressive.
And now we know. TAM Stone with TAM Stone Interiors. Thank you very much, TAM.
Thanks.